But we know they are meeting for an emergency summit tomorrow in Brussels, Katie.
What is the Turnberry proposal? Does it have anything to do with Turnberry, the golf course that Donald Trump owns in Scotland?
I lost IFB.
I think we lost Inez's IFB, unfortunately. All right, Ravi, I'll skip ahead to you. You were not in the room. You were in the overflow room with a lot of other folks who couldn't get into the main hall during Donald Trump's speech. I'm wondering what you've been hearing.
Gosh, I mean, a lot of people here just calling it performance art or maybe performative imperialism. This was a stunning speech. I've been to many Davoses over the last 15 years. I have never seen one speech that was this anticipated, with this many hundreds of people trying to get in, because they wanted to see in person Trump repeat the threats that he has made on social media and add some ballast to it. And he did exactly that. And, you know, just for your viewers, you pointed out, Katie, that this was, you know, well over 90 minutes. But for the first 30 or 40 minutes, Trump was scripted. And in most of his scripted remarks, he didn't actually speak about Greenland much. He brought it up later. You know, and ever the showman, he knew that that is the only reason why people had come in to listen to him in the numbers that they did. And of course, he didn't disappoint. The points he made were rambling. He said that NATO has never done anything for the United States, which is absolutely untrue. The only time Article 5 of NATO has been invoked is to defend the United States after 9/11, and Greenland, Denmark, more than any other country, has lost more troops helping Americans than any other country as a percentage of their population. These are facts that everyone in the audience knew about, but they were there to see whether Trump would repeat all of these lies in person and whether he would add some more weight to his threats. He said he wouldn't use force, which is a real relief, I think, and he said as much in his remarks. But the question now is whether European leaders will add some action to their words. And I have to say, I am seeing for the first time in a long time, European leaders really resolve in a strong way to do more than just words, because they realize how serious this now is.
When you're talking about more than just words, do you anticipate, Ravi, that trade, you know, so-called bazooka would be used? We just got from Inez the Turnberry deal being put on hold, which is, you know, an economic trade deal. But what about a larger package that would actually inflict real pain on Americans?
Well, I think if it doesn't come now with this, it will never come. And I think an array of European leaders now have suggested in public various options. They could take retaliatory tariffs, are one that has been mooted. And we've been asking many European leaders whether they will go ahead with these things, both on stage and off stage, all week here. Nobody has said anything definitive because they wanted to hear from Trump first. Now, Katie, I should point out that it could also be that Trump came here to de-escalate a little bit. And that could be why, in his scripted remarks, he didn't actually make any real threats. And it was only afterwards, when he spoke unscripted, that he veered into a few more of the threats and also the bullying, where he specifically name-called France's president and also Canada's prime minister, saying that he was watching them, he watched their speeches. The ball's now in their court because they've heard what Trump is doing. And I should point out, for everyone who's saying that America has not yet used force or that all these threats